Yeah, bro, I got a question for you right out the gate. What is the superpower do you think that gets the most girls ever?
Ever?
Yeah.
Big penis superpower. Would you agree with that or no?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what I think the most girl attracting superpower would be. Probably shape-shifting, because then you can be any man that she wants, you know? Right?
That seems like kind of...
She's really shallow?
Yeah.
Bitches be tripping, dog. Welcome to Second is the Best, a podcast by me, Ben, and that's
Tristan.
And we're here in the beautiful state of Florida, and we are here to... I threw him off the scent. I don't want him to know where we live. Now we're here to talk about some movies. In case you don't know, this show is we watch a movie that doesn't have a sequel, and then we give ourselves an allotted amount of time to come up with a sequel to that movie. It's pretty fun. We've done pretty good so far, I think. It's just been a really awesome time overall, more than anything.
Because we love talking about movies, and we love brainstorming, and this is both.
It's all about the storm that envelops us when we're talking about films, you know?
Yeah, and we hope that by recording this, we can share that with you.
Yeah, we want it to be raining where you are, and thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
We want to give you the storm.
Inside your heart.
There's a storm in my heart, and I want it to be yours.
Ooh.
Thanks.
You just come up with that?
Yeah, you didn't even say like that good job or anything, but I took it as a thanks thing.
Yeah,
anyways.
no, that's what I was meaning.
Thanks. What movie did we cover this week, Tristan?
We just got done watching a Nickelodeon. I don't know. I thought it was like just Disney.
It's a Disney movie.
It's a Disney movie called Sky High.
Sky High. If
you are the same age as us, you probably remember this because it is so nostalgic.
God,
it's
like waking up and eating a bowl of Lucky Charms, and you pop the TV on, and for some reason TV's already on, like Looney Tunes Babies or something like that.
Yeah.
And you're eating Lucky Charms and we're watching Looney Tunes Babies. It's like that level of nostalgia.
It's like that level, and it's like before all this superhero ball ass.
Yeah. It's before they were doing superheroes before it was cool.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Move over, Tony Stark.
Yeah.
More like Tony Stupid.
More like Tony Stank.
Don't say that, dude.
Come on, dude.
RDJ smells good. I heard it.
Oh.
Tom Holland says it in an interview. He's like, yeah, I love doing Spider-Man. Also, Robert Downey Jr. smells so swanky. But no, Tristan's right. We did just get done watching Sky High, as you'll see right now.
We're about to watch Sky High. Get your popcorn. We gotta get our popcorn.
We don't have any popcorn.
We don't have any popcorn. Fuck.
Damn it.
Kiss.
Did they do it yet? I can't look. Tell me when they do.
You don't want them to? I want them to.
Tell me when they do. No, I can't look. My mom said it wasn't allowed for me to watch it.
No way.
Did they
shoulder bumped?
More like bumped uglies. Well, it was good, right?
Yeah, Ben took all the videos.
Again.
I forgot.
Tristan forgets to take videos of me. I did take a little video of me at the end there. We'll see if it even makes it in the final cut. But
I'm sorry.
it's okay, bro.
I always forget.
I just like taking videos. Do you want to get into the 1-minute recap of the film?
Yeah.
We should probably do that, huh?
Yep.
This one won't be too hard, I don't think.
No.
Very, very kind of an easy film to go through and make sure that everybody is on the same page. That's the calculator app. That's not going to give me a timer. Actually,
Ben, why you gotta do that?
Why you gonna do that? Okay, are you ready? Who's going to take the first jump on this?
I can.
Okay, Tristan's going to take the first jump. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
So it opens with Will Stronghelm, and he is a high school student. It's his first day at Sky High.
Mm-hmm.
His parents are two of the world's most known superheroes, and they're really excited for him to go to this new superhero school.
Mm-hmm.
But turns out he doesn't know his powers yet. So then he goes there. He's embarrassed. He's put in with the sidekicks at first.
30 seconds.
And there's oh my god. And there's bullies. And there's. You go ahead.
So Will Stronghold becomes friends with all the sidekicks because those are his friends. Everybody sucks. And then one day he finally gets the powers that he's supposed to have. He's really strong. And then he gets looped in with all the heroes. And it's like this classic thing of like, oh, now I'm a popular kid, but I was once kind of like a not popular kid. I miss all my unpopular kid friends. And then throughout the whole thing, a villain comes through and tries to ruin the day. And then Will and all of his sidekick friends save the day at the end.
I made that real hard for you. I started out with so many details.
You went very detailed.
I can't.
It's okay.
1 minute is not long.
1 minute is not long at all. It makes it kind of fun though, because then you really got compressed.
Really started out.
If I were to give you another 30 seconds, I mean, we kind of went through the whole
For now,
Can I give you another 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Do you think you could get it in 30 seconds? Do you think you could get all of it in 30 seconds that you need? Should I give you another minute?
No, just give me 30 seconds.
Just another 30? Maybe we should up it to 2 minutes in the future.
Yeah.
That would be good. But here's just another 30. You think you can get it in 30? 3, 2, 1, go.
They meet Will meets a girl named Gwen, and she's super hot and popular and makes him very popular. But then they start dating. Some conflict happens because him and his best friend are no longer best friends, whatever. But then he realizes she's a bad supervillain, and she turns all the people in the school into babies, and Will has to save the school before she makes a whole new school of supervillains.
Dang, son. I think you did it there.
There
was 1 second left on the clock.
Woo!
That is important.
Yes.
I think that was good.
Yeah.
That's the movie. I mean,
and if you haven't seen Sky High,
what are you fuck yourself?
God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, watch Sky High.
No, but honestly, if you haven't seen Sky High, you should probably fuck yourself. If I'm gonna lean into it, he said it. I'm just gonna lean into it.
Yeah.
No, Sky High is very good. It's got Kurt Russell in it. When was it released? I don't even know.
I wonder if my mom has seen Sky High. Because if she hasn't, I just told her, oh, man. I'm sorry,
my parents
Mom.
have. I asked them before we did this. Like when I saw
they
them
like
over
it?
Thanksgiving. Oh. They just remember it. They never said if they liked it or not.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, if you don't like it, fuck yourself.
Okay.
So let's build a sequel to this thing, okay? So like Tristan said, at the end of the movie, it's the homecoming dance, and that's when the big battle happens where the bad guy turns all the good guys into babies, and Will saves the day. It's kind of weird.
That was like one weird thing
conflict.
for me.
Weird conflict.
Yeah.
Why are they babies? It's a kids movie.
But she did explain it that she's gonna make a whole new school and raise those kids as supervillains, which is kind of cool. But
that's badass.
Kind of a weird premise.
Right.
Anyways, Ben, do you think we can do it? I'm really excited about this.
I'm excited about this one too. There's so much potential.
Yeah.
The world is huge.
Yeah.
Sky High is like this floating school in the middle of the sky. It's like, do you know how many generations of superheroes have gone through there? Like, since Sky High was released, and even before Sky High was released, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, we got one generation of superheroes.
Yeah.
But they they reference a bunch of older, like they
do you
talk
think
about
it was
Kurt
always
Russell's.
floating? When did they start making it float? They're like,
it wasn't.
They're like, this school isn't cool enough. Let's put it in the fucking
Let's
sky.
put it in the goddamn sky, dude. Actually, it was floating on the ocean first.
Oh, shit. They're like, let's put some rockets in it.
Let's make this thing fly in the sky. Well, then we can't call it Ocean High anymore. Damn it.
They went through a lot of name transitions. So there's multiple routes we can go,
Definitely.
I think. We could do, like you said I liked what you said about the whole generational thing. We could start with Will and his now wife and do the next generation, his kids going to Sky High. That might be cheesy. We could do another thing where maybe it's like Will going to college.
Sky College.
Name some
Sky U.
Yes.
Sky University.
Sky University. There's that route. Or, well, would it be weird if we just didn't? Or it's just the next year, you know? Next year.
Could be. That's the beauty of this, is that we don't really have to worry about there being any kind of time jump at all, because we're not actually making the movie.
Yeah.
You know? So it could have just been like, let's say Sky High was a massive hit and they decided to make a sequel to it the following year.
Yeah.
Right?
Literally.
So we could do that. Very easily do that.
Oh, before we get into it, let's give our
Good call.
our Rotten Tomatoes score on it.
Ooh.
I'm not even going to look at the Rotten Tomatoes score yet.
It's a good question. I don't know. I feel like as far as like movies for kids, especially kids in our age range, as far as that thing goes, and like the time that it came out right after like Spider-Man, like the X-Men were big. I would go 76. I feel good about that. I feel good about a 76 because it's not great.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
It's very entertaining.
It's a fun
I would
movie.
say I'm going to be right there with you. I'm going to do 74.
Okay. A little lower. Always the pessimist, my
Yeah.
friend Tristan.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Let's see what
Yeah, show me what the score was.
74 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Shit! Fuck!
That's crazy, dude.
Tristan got it. He said he didn't look as he was looking at his phone. He's like, I'm not even going to look at the Rotten Tomatoes score.
I have video proof. I typed it in and then I went like this. I
Oh.
swear I didn't look.
But then you saw it in the reflection of the lens.
You caught me.
Okay, so I think the characters that we have to focus on are our same characters, correct? So if we look at the future, let's look at the future of these characters year by year, not even year by year, but like, let's say the next year, and then we could look at even 5 years after or 10 years after, right? Just like as a really broad. The next year, they're really popular, right? Does Sky High get rid of the sidekick structure entirely?
Oh, yeah.
After the sidekick saved the day?
Just a hero school.
You would have to think, right?
Yeah.
Especially because of the way that this one ended. It's like, they're not sidekicks, bro. They saved your lives, bro.
And that's really good for the kids, too.
Yeah, and then it becomes really good for the kids, too.
No, but I like that direction.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So that's a really good thing. I think Sky High bans the sidekick program, and everyone takes hero classes, and then that could cause some friction between like some of the other hero kids, heroes and whatever, the stuck up ones.
Yeah, because they're always gonna be like, "Oh, you're just a sidekick," and
Yeah.
they're like,
You're a sidekick in sheep's clothing.
we gotta think about the time on where does the new one start.
Sure, we really do have to solidify that
Because
first,
I
think. This is something that I brought up with you in the middle of the movie, and it's that it would be fun to do flashbacks in this one. Flashbacks to Kurt Russell's character as a younger man, so we can
Could be like
see,
could be like 80s vibe too.
So we can see all of the different generations of Sky High, because there's like a throwaway line in this movie where they're doing some kind of like a thing in gym where it's a game called Save the Citizen, and it's like a mannequin is getting killed, and there's like a throwaway line where one of the teachers is like, remember when he used to use real citizens?
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Oh shit, I want to see that, dude.
Yeah.
Like let me see that Sky High. So it'd be cool to see those kinds of parts of the history of Sky High, I feel like. And then even seeing now where it's gone to. Kind of like The Godfather Part 2, where De Niro plays young Marlon Brando. And we could have Kurt Russell's son play young Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah.
What's that guy's name? Something Russell. It's something Russell. Jack Russell? Kurt Russell? You're looking it up on your phone. You got Google right here.
Michael Angario. and
No.
Angar.
Well, that's for sure not it.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about Kurt Russell's real-life son could play the younger Kurt Russell.
Oh.
Yeah. Is it Jack Russell?
What? So in Robert De Niro, who plays... Wait. Robert De Niro plays whose son?
So let's forget about that part of it.
Oh. Oh.
That's not important. Let's forget about that part of
You're
it.
confusing me.
I know I am. It's okay, Bubby. Where's the children? Wyatt Russell. Not Boston. Not Boston Russell, the one that doesn't act in anything.
Wyatt.
Is it Wyatt Russell? Yeah. There it is. I got it, buddy.
I like him.
Yeah, he's in hero movies already, bro. He plays Captain America.
Yeah, I
New
don't like
Captain
that one,
America. Oh, okay. But yeah. I think so. So we can see different generations, and then we can see, this is something that you brought up, we can see the fight between Kurt Russell's character and the father of the fire guy, War and Peace, his dad.
War and Peace's dad.
Yeah, and how they became villains. And maybe they were friends.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they were friends, and then they became enemies. And
because of a
girl.
Because of the mom. A love triangle.
Well, but the mom, he doesn't meet the mom until later in life.
Stupid.
Yeah, I know.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, because of a girl.
I'm sorry.
So then does War and Peace's dad, does he get the girl in the end? And that's what...
Yes.
Then Kurt Russell is
definitely.
Like, screw you.
And then that's why he puts him in jail.
Mm.
Something leads to that happening, though, where Kurt Russell ends up busting him for something, you know, maybe even framing him. What if Kurt Russell's whole hero backstory is built on a lie? That's dirty.
And what if
ooh,
honestly,
that makes my skin dirty.
I don't love Kurt Russell's character.
Well, he's a little bit of like one of those guys, you know. He's kind of just doesn't care. And like he's like if he was a kid in the same class as his son in Sky High, he would be a bully for sure.
Then he is a bully in the flashbacks. He's more of a bully than War and Peace.
It's like in Harry Potter when they flash back and they see James Potter.
Oh, dude, I want to watch Harry Potter so bad again.
It's winter. It's about winter right now, and it's like, damn, that's the best time to watch HP. Dog.
Okay.
So I think flashbacks for sure, right?
Yes.
We won't call this a prequel by any means, right? But we'll see kind of moments.
Well, we do need a reason for the flashbacks. Right, so right. I can see War and Peace to be a really big character in this.
So what if it's like the type of thing where, because the setup and the outro kind of thing to this movie, the first Sky High, is Will Stronghold narrating kind of like the story up to the point, you know, like, that's me. I'm with my mom and dad. They're both super, and I'm not. Right? Yeah. But at the end, he's like, my best friend became my girlfriend, and my arch nemesis became my best friend. So, like, that kind of thing, right? So what if the setup to the sequel is that same kind of thing? Like, throughout the sequel, there's that same kind of vibe of Will leading us into these moments, right? Like, there's, like, a moment where his dad, Kurt Russell, is, like, fighting a big monster and winning, and then you hear Will kind of come in, and he's like, he wasn't always like this, you know? It was kind of a... And it kind of flashes back from there, you know? It's kind of what happens in Godfather anyways. Damn, are we making the Godfather Part 2 with superheroes, bro?
With Sky High?
That's sick, dude.
With Sky High Universe?
So yeah, that's sick. I like flashing back because then that can give some conflict to the sequel part of the film. But like, what is the sequel part of the film, you know?
Yeah.
Like where
we need to figure out we need to figure out the
timeline of it.
Timeline. Is it the next year or the last year of high school of Sky High?
I like that. Seniors.
Yeah.
3-year time jump.
Yeah, so they get a little bit more mature, you know.
Definitely. And it's not like we're in college.
Cuz college, do superheroes need college even?
No, but then like the other thing is like we're not even and then it's not like we're flashing forward all the way to adulthood, you know.
I wanted that. I wanted a little bit more adult.
No, I know, but if we keep it, the name stays true if we keep it in Sky High. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's true, I guess.
Well, fine. Let's make one of the couples get pregnant, and then they can see what adulthood is really like in high school.
Yeah.
Adults, high school pregnancy, teenage pregnancy is a thing.
Mr. Glow and Guinea Pig Girl.
Yeah. I'm right in my mind too, bro.
And the little baby shapeshifts into
something really scary.
A bird.
Yeah, birds are awful.
Okay, so the senior year.
For sure.
I like that.
So it's been a few years, and this gives us a good gap between like when things have been really crazy at the school, and now they've really slowed down for the next few years. So it's like, you know, kind of the doldrums, you know, the dog days of school, fucking going through the classes, you know, making memories with your friends. Does anybody die in this time jump? any of our characters
Die.
Yeah. Like a teaching staff, or like, does anybody pass away?
Not in this time jump. I could see someone
Dying by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very common sequel trope. I love it. The thing is, the thing that I mentioned, and I'm not
here's
saying.
The thing. I mean, we could just like throw away death, but I don't want to do that.
Me either.
Because I've been thinking about character.
Oh,
Ron Wilson.
Yeah. He fell into the vat of acid at the end.
Is he just big?
Humongous. Apparently.
Okay, so I guess he can't die.
Well, let's just say that because they don't say like they don't say in the outro like Ron Wilson fell in acid. He's massive always now.
Oh yeah,
we could say that he can shrink.
He's like the Hulk
and
or
enlarge.
something. Yeah.
Let's say that.
Yeah. Okay.
For us.
But what if he died?
No, that's really sad.
But I like.
He's the best character in the whole movie, other than the nurse. That's only in one
scene.
Then
who do you want to die? Oh, the nurse was amazing.
The nurse can die because she's old anyways.
No.
Old bag of bones.
I don't want her
Old
to
bag
die.
of bones should probably just be in the ground already.
Surprised she's not already.
I don't know. So let's move on because we'll find that with the thing. Senior year, where are our students, our characters? The Dementor. What's the fucking name of the parents? The Commander and Jetstream are the name. Yeah, shut up.
He's got Harry Potter on his
mind.
mind.
On the dome, dude. I got HP up here. Leviosa, dude. The Commander and Jetstream are still. What do you want? The Commander and Jetstream are still kicking ass, and they're like saving the day.
Well, no, maybe not. Maybe they're getting old and getting tired. Maybe it's time for them to retire.
I think that's where we lead to for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe like that's part of why the flashbacks play such a pivotal part in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is because the retirement is coming. Maybe like at the beginning of the movie, Will walks into a room and he's like, "Hey mom, hey dad," and Kurt Russell walks out and he's like, "Hey son," and then the mom wheels in on a wheelchair, and she's like, "Hey."
Oh my god.
Well, she got a really bad accident. She's not super strong.
That's true.
We gotta go. We gotta find something here.
Yeah. She's in a wheelchair.
Okay, let's go with it.
Yeah.
Mom's in a wheelchair now,
but she can still fly.
She can still fly hardcore. And honestly, this is really great for our movie to have that, kind of inclusiveness that we've really been missing in our Hollywood films.
Yeah.
The look that you gave right away did not really say, yeah. I will just say. You're like, I don't want inclusiveness in my movie.
No, I did not say that, but it's just weird that she's in a wheelchair now.
Well, say she's got crutches. What is she? Maybe she's missing a leg. What? She can still fly with one leg. Oh, that's it, though. Is that she's... Whoa, bro. Not a sponsor.
Blur that.
No, don't make future Ben and Tristan worry about blurring stuff. Guys, we do everything for this. We have no editor. We have no production team. It's just me.
If you know anyone that wants to edit these funny things, edit.
Send a message to this email right here.
Oh, no, we have to edit that in.
Damn it! What if she's got like one leg now and she has to fly everywhere? It's like...
Okay.
That's the sound it makes when she flies. They had to edit it way down in the first movie. Okay, so our students, they're in school. Will Stronghold is like the very humble, popular kid. He's like how Troy Bolton is popular.
Yeah, just super nice.
Super nice. Always.
But he's awesome. He has 2 powers.
Yeah, he's got 2 powers.
And he's dating his little tree girl.
Tree girl for sure.
Okay, Ben, in the last movie we talked about the sparks between
nice. Good verbiage.
The sparks between the fire guy, Will Arnett, War and Peace, and Tree Girl.
What's her name again? Sylvia? What's her name? Livia? Lissa? Linnea? Liza? It's something with the L. Laura.
Layla.
Shit. Layla.
And because there's that scene where Will doesn't show up to the Chinese restaurant, and they talk, and it's just magic. It's pure magic. It's my favorite scene.
And so then, Layla and War and Peace end up going to the homecoming dance together to try to make Will jealous. It's a whole thing, but yes. In the movie, Tristan and I were talking. We were like, they've always been endgame, bro. They've always been that.
Maybe that's kind of the conflict is
death.
Is like a love triangle.
Death. It's death. Yeah, dude. For sure.
Dude, a love triangle. Ooh.
And that's so teen, dude. That's so teen.
That's
romance.
so teen. We gotta think of our genre, and we are.
We have to think about genres. We have to think about Bob Ross. And so it's the type of thing where Will maybe gets too big for his britches again or something like that, and starts to lose her. And like,
well, because by now they be dating for a while.
They be dating for sure. And like maybe the fire guy is like,
oh no,
what's wrong? Oh, did the camera stop entirely? Nice, dude.
I want to feel good about myself.
Now we're back.
We were talking about a love triangle.
Mm-hmm.
That's so teen.
Let's come up with that structure, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? So it's senior year. Everybody's back. Maybe glowy guy is a little even more glowy than he once was.
Like he glows now.
He be glowing. Maybe like, because we don't really learn what like the superheroes go through as they progress through high school. So maybe they develop their powers even further. Like Guinea Pig Girl, now she can turn into like a
rabbit
or something like that. Raccoon.
Yeah. She's like learning her.
Developing.
Yeah.
Sludge guy can turn into like ice cubes. I don't know.
Maybe he's more gelatinous instead of being.
Yeah, maybe he is able to maybe he's able to like control his sludge now.
Yeah.
Because like whenever we see him become a puddle, he can't really move, right?
He does move under the door that one time.
Oh, that's true. But maybe he controls it better, where like he climbs up people's arms and like he can like suffocate them or something like that, dude. Oh, shit. That's crazy.
That's something you learn in the villain.
Well, you learn that in Defense Against the Dark Arts,
dude.
Anyways, so yeah, and then Layla has gotten more into her ability to like produce plants and become a plant lady.
Maybe like one of the first scenes, like, it's showing like this right after summer ended. It's their first year, and she comes up and she like comes out and gives like a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
To Will.
She's more open with her powers now.
Yeah.
Than she ever has been.
Yeah.
She like can just like she just does it. And Will, the only thing that's really adapted about Will is that he's just like become a really chill guy and is like kind of like the school's, go-to guy for anything,
Yeah, like when he uses his powers, it's like more like chill about it.
Yeah, he's chill as fuck about it, and like that's all it is. He's like really chill. Maybe War and Peace. Maybe he can ignite his whole body, a la Human Torch. Like he has the ability to do that now. That's sick, dude. Develop them powers, shit, dog.
Yeah, dude.
So
and Ron,
he
even though can be a big guy, like that's on that. During summer, he's a superhero.
And, like, whenever he gets called upon, right? But
but during the day...
What kind of bad guys are getting down to stuff at 7:30 a.m.?
No bad guys. He's driving the bus.
When the bus is
That's
on
what
their
he's
way
meant
to
to
pick
do.
People up.
He's so humble. What a good guy.
Damn.
What is the main conflict? It has to do something... Maybe War and Peace's dad comes out of jail.
I feel like that's pretty... straight down the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
His character's set up in the first movie, and it's
maybe he escapes, nowhere to be found, but he's in cahoots with his son.
Maybe it's like, well, what if it's not so much that? What if it's like his son tries to get into touch with him, right? Because his dad escapes jail, and like even though Warren has kind of become a good guy, right? He my dad's out of jail. Oh shit, like. He takes it upon himself to track him down because, like, his dad's the one person that he's never had a connection with. And it's like that classic, like, father dilemma. And so what if it's that thing where, like, he wants his father to be more than he actually is, and his father is just this awful piece of trash at the end of the movie. Like, Warren tries to, like, there's a moment where Warren tries to appease his father, and like maybe goes dark for a minute, right? But then by the end, he's redeemed type deal, right?
Because you want Warren redeemed.
For sure. Especially if he's gonna be loving it up on Layla. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta have that teen romance drama.
So
drama threesome.
Do you see them ending up together?
War and Peace and Layla? Really good question, man. Super duper good question, bro. Awesome question, my man.
I feel like
it defies what this first movie set up.
Yeah.
But I kind of love it.
I kind of do too.
I want them to be together. That's what all the girlies want too, bro. When they were watching this movie, for sure. I mean, what do you mean, bro?
My heart was pumping.
My heart was pounding on the door, dude. My heart was pounding on the love door, wanted in to Layla and Ferris Bueller. Fire Bueller.
Okay, so let's put a pin in that.
Okay, pin.
Let's try to think of something like why or how we can connect the flashback scenes to maybe the father coming back.
So maybe it starts with a flashback, right? One of those classic things where maybe we see the cartoons of kind of how things have been going after a brief like flashback to start the movie, an intro flashback, where like it's Wyatt Russell playing young Kurt Russell, and who's playing bad dad, who's young bad dad, and then who's old bad dad, and like who are two actors that look like each other that we could get to play.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's fun. Keep that in the back of your mind as we go here. But we have Kurt Russell, or we have the commander, and then
Nicolas Cage should be the bad old dad.
Well, then who is playing the young old dad?
I haven't thought about that yet.
Okay, so it's
you don't like that idea.
No, I like him.
Frick it.
I'm just trying to think about who would play the younger version of him. You know what I'm saying? The guy that plays against Nicolas Cage in the Dracula movie that came out this last year that I never saw. What was that movie called again? I don't remember. It was like that one. It's the one guy who's in lots of stuff these days. He was in The Menu.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is. They are. It's Kurt Russell. No, it's the commander and Flame guy. I don't remember what the bad guy's name is, but and like the flashback is like their final confrontation. It's an epic battle, and they're fighting and like doing all this kind of stuff. And then obviously the commander puts Flame guy in jail, right? In prison, right? And maybe like Flame guy's like, when I get out of here, I'm coming after you. I'm going to kill you and everything that you love. And it like cuts to a straight on shot or something of the commander and he's looking at him. And then it cross dissolves into commander now, right? In the future, making breakfast or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what he would be doing. Totally.
And he's like, Here's your egg, son. Oh, my back.
My back. I'm old as bones. I'm old as bones in the earth. There needs to be a villain of some kind within the school walls, don't you think? Or maybe word gets to the school at some point that Warren's dad has busted out of jail. Or does maybe Warren's dad come busting into Sky High or something like that to get Warren?
I like it if it's a little more mysterious. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. I'm all about the mystery as well.
I think, like, obviously Warren, we love him.
We love Warren.
I ship him.
With Layla.
No, well, yeah, but also just ship him with me. And, I know.
Holy heck, dude. Can I say something?
What?
Look down.
Oh.
My pants are on fire because I would be lying if I didn't say me too, dude.
No, so there's just going to be this natural rivalry between him and Will, right?
For sure. And I think it's more brought on by Warren than it is by Will because Will's got the girl, right?
Yeah.
And he's less concerned about that and more concerned about school and finishing school and becoming the best hero that he can be. There has to be a little bit of that in Will Stew. In Will too, right? Like he has to have some kind of an inner conflict outside of the main conflict of the bad guy.
Maybe they something that we haven't really seen in the first one is like any sort of like school sports. So maybe they're playing like superhero football.
Yeah.
And see a little bit of that rivalry.
There's the rivalry flares up.
Yeah.
They're friends, but they're like competitive friends, you know?
Yeah.
Because he says at the end, my enemy became my best friend, you know? But like there's still that competitiveness between the two of them. I think that's fair. And I think what I'm saying is like War and Peace becomes like this. He, even more than he's ever let himself in his own life, is like doing things for the attention of Layla, right? Or like, you know, in spite of Will for Layla, right? Like that type of thing. And even he is like, I don't know why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, man. This is crazy, you know? Like, and it's like maybe the glow in the dark guy is like Zach. That's his name. Maybe he's like, well, it's because you're in love with her, man. You know, and he has to break it to her, and he's like, damn, I guess you're right. I guess I am in love with her, huh?
Damn.
That's crazy. And so then there will be scenes where like, hey, go talk to her, man. Maybe like that's the thing is like maybe like it should either be Zach or the sludge kid should be really pretty close.
Zach.
They should like hang off of War and Peace, you know,
Should
kind
be
of
Zach.
have that thing. It should be Zach because he has that.
Sludge is
attitude about
he's too nerdy.
Yeah. And maybe it's like a back and forth type of thing, right? Where like Sludge and Zach. What's that kid's name?
I have no idea.
Maybe it's like Sludge and Zach are kind of they switch ships like every single time the either is on screen, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 1 minute they're like, go talk to Layla, man. You gotta why not? And then like Will's on the screen and they're like behind him. And they're like, yeah, dude. I mean, like, you know, you just gotta do your own. And they just have no, you know.
Yeah.
I think
They're like,
that's funny for those characters because.
Damn, Flame Guy, Warren's really been feeling up your girl lately, man.
You're gonna lose her, man. Maybe like they're very openly like. That's funny too, right? Like, because that would be the way that it would go. Is like if they're very openly like, Warren's gonna steal your girl, man. Like, and Will's just like, what? No, he would never do that, you know? Like.
Yeah, but then he like looks across the football field and like.
Yeah, they're talking or he's talking to her or whatever, right? Then it becomes up to Layla to make her decision, right? So that all of this is happening. This is the teen kind of conflict underneath the. I think Commander should have a bigger role in this with the battle against the dad.
Yeah,
right?
I mean that makes sense that there would be his flashback,
right?
Because there has to be a bigger story, you know, at play with him,
right? And that's the thing, like, and that's like what we were talking about at the beginning of this podcast is,
maybe like his back pains are coming in and they're like making him reminisce about this certain fight or something, and it's like coming back because he's escaped now. What
if it's this? What if it's that? What if it's that? And it's like this thing where. I'm having these back pains. Well, Dad, how did you how did you hold this about? And he goes, what guys are all into He's like, Dad, well, how did this back pain even start? You know, like where did it? I thought you were really strong. And he's like, well, I am, but there was one guy that could really give me a good beating. He thinks back, in a really PC kind of way, you ass. There was one guy who really fucked me good. And he thinks back, and that's when the first flashback kind of happens to the final battle, right? And it's like, Dad, you got to know Warren Peace is like my best friend now, right? Like, no, you shouldn't have said that. My appendix, it's flaming.
It's bursting.
And so maybe it's like that, where it's like, well, Daddy, you know, like me and Warren Peace are really good friends. I don't know. I can't, you know, I accept
maybe he's also kind of like, I wouldn't trust in those.
But then it's Will who's like, but Dad, you know, there's good and bad people, you know, like that can't exist. And he's like, I mean, when was the last time you ever talked to him? You know, he's like, I don't know. And then he doesn't fly because he can't fly. He takes a bus, I guess.
Or he has his wife
fly him like a little baby to Sky Jail.
Hey babe, can you fly me to
Sky Jail?
Sky Jail.
They go to Sky Prison or Villain Prison, you know, and they go to and she drops him off to go visit his enemy, right? His nemesis. And they have like some kind of argument or confrontation in the thing. You know why I fought you, and you know why you put me in here. And then it flashes back again, and we see the initial fight happens because of a girl. Yes.
Oh, I love that. Like, that reflection,
synchronicity.
Yeah.
Watch.
That's good.
And so we see the flashback, and it's like War and Peace's dad gets the girl at the end of the day, right? And it truly upsets the commander. So when it comes down to like whether or not to turn in his friend or something like that, right? Have a big battle with maybe like at the very last second or something like that, the commander swoops in and he's kind of like doing a really crazy, like, should not safe for work type of thing where the commander swoops in when War and Peace's dad is away and like tries to steal her, and she's like she's being very true to herself, right? And to the flame guy. She's like, no, I don't love you, Commander, or whatever. And he forces himself on her. And not sex, but just like kisses her, right? And then that's when War and Peace's dad walks in, right? And sees it.
Yeah.
She's like, honey, I wasn't. He's like, ah! And he flames on. And then a big battle ensues, right? But because he's the commander, he doesn't get busted on it. And War and Peace's dad does.
Oh.
Right? Like something like that.
Yeah.
And then he goes to prison, and it's like kind
because
of
he's already had a really good name.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's like the jock of the school.
And War and Peace's dad. What the hell is War and Peace's dad's name? What is the name of the villain?
I'll look it up. Baron Battle.
His name is Baron Battle?
It's Baron Battle.
That sucks. Why doesn't he have a supervillain name?
That is a super villain name.
Well, it's his regular name.
And super villain because he's both.
War and Peace's dad.
No.
Baron Battle walks in and he sees this thing happen, and even though he's already kind of garnered some kind of a hero respect in like again all of the Human Torch, he freaks out at the sight of the commander kissing his woman, and he like during the battle, Baron Battle like destroys public property or buildings, or like maybe he ends up killing innocent people by accident, you know, like that type of thing. So then it really reflects poorly on him
because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, like, you know, whose word you trust. There's fire everywhere,
right? And we know who produces fire.
Yeah,
that's good. And then he gets sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences, right? Like that's what they say in the movie. So, and that's the thing, right? You know what you did to me, and like that's when we see that flashback, and Commander's like, I shouldn't have come here, or something like that, right? And he leaves, and then that's the spark that gives Baron Battle, who has been sitting in the back of his prison cell, just sitting there, you know, waiting out his life. It gives him the juice to like finally bust out. And there's like a really cool prison break scene where he like takes his fire powers and he like melts through the ground or something like that, or like his bars, and like beats up a bunch of people on his way out. Well,
here's the thing: the prison probably would take away his powers.
Sure, for sure.
So I wonder how we can get it out. Maybe he's just too strong.
Yeah,
and maybe like that juice was like enough to like
that much adrenaline and anger.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're giving him his food on a tray or something like that, and he grabs the guy's arm and pulls him against the bars, and like whatever, and he grabs a key and unlocks it.
Can this one be PG-13
for sure?
Yeah, dude.
Let's do it. Why not?
It's got to be a little bit.
They're seniors now, you know.
Yeah,
this isn't middle school anymore.
And the CGI is gonna be a little way cooler.
It's gonna be 70 million billion times cooler.
Yeah.
And so that's what happens. He escapes, right? And like it's the next day, and everybody's at Sky High, and everybody's kind of doing their own thing, right? And maybe War and Peace is about to walk up to Layla or something like that and admit how he finally feels about her, right? Like, Layla, I keep thinking about the time you came to my Chinese restaurant that I own. And I just love you. Or like he's about to say that shit, right? And then and Will is up in his face. Like Will is standing right there too. Like when he's building up to say it, and Will knows that he's kind of like about to say it, because he's seen them flirting during football or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, "What are you trying to say, Warren? What are you trying to say about my girl? I'm trying to say that and then boom, like a huge hunk of the wall of Sky High obliterates, right? And War and Peace's dad comes
Battle Baron.
flying through,
Baron Battle.
jet propulsed by his fire abilities, right? And he starts taking shots at Will, the poof, 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 poof. And like maybe it's the type of thing where Warren steps in and fights him back. He's like, "Dad?" And he's like, "Oh my god." And then they start fighting for some reason. Like he's like, "Get out of the way, son." Maybe he knows his son is there. He's like, "Get out of the way, son. I need to do this." "No, I'm not going to let you do that." "I need to." And then they fight, right? Big battle, some kind. Until War and Peace scares Baron Battle away, right? And then it's like the type of thing where he tracks him down or something like that after that, right? Like, "What was that about?" "That was my dad." "Whoa, what are we going to do?" "We got to find him," or something like that, And then it can be the whole squad can go find him, follow him, find him, follow him, track him, right?
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been thinking about this. Like, I want like a theme in here towards like the end. I'm trying not to say it, but also that might help us fill in some gaps. But like the contrast. I love the contrast between the flashbacks and letting the love triangle get the best of Will's dad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Both guys, I guess. But then towards the end, wherever the climax sets up to be, there has to be that like
burp.
Has to be that burp. There has to be that realization from maybe Will, because he's maybe experienced it through his dad, or like has that knowledge that his dad told him. Oh, maybe his dad eventually opens up and tells Will like he went through all this stuff.
Definitely.
And what if Will's dad dies?
That's craziness, dude.
Dude, what if
Commander Death?
Hey,
dude.
this is what I'm saying.
Every superhero needs to lose someone.
Baron Battle kills Will's dad.
So there is no redeeming. There's no redeeming Baron Battle then at that point, right?
Oh no, but there's redeeming War and Peace.
Of course. But isn't
why would you want to redeem Baron Battle?
I don't, but what I'm saying is like, isn't Baron Battle kind of like, isn't he kind of a little bit justified in his anger at the commander, right?
Yeah, but that's what makes him a good villain.
I guess so. But
then because then he realizes when he does kill, maybe he was like, "Oh fuck," or we wouldn't see that.
It would have to be the type of thing where, so here's what it is. Eventually, Warren Peace finds Baron Battle, right? And they connect, and they really try to make some kind of a relationship happen, right? And Warren Peace tries to convince him that this isn't the way, we need to move on. Like, obviously, she still loved you. Like, we've heard both sides to this, like, it wasn't her, it was him, and like, but the best thing that you can do is to move on from this whole thing, right? And like when it finally comes down to that last, like that climax, the big standoff between the commander and Baron Battle, and they're looking at each other in the face, and they're both beaten down after a massive fight, and like the commander is like, he apologizes, right? He's like, "I'm sorry, I was wrong," and like admits his faults or whatever. And then Baron Battle can look at War and Peace, and Warren can be like, "Just let it go," or whatever. And then he doesn't. And he blasts the commander in the face with a ball of fire.
Yeah. Because like I love a supervillain that goes through with
Definitely.
it. We gotta have that. And like War and Peace is like kind of close to getting into that supervillain whatever side, but he doesn't. So he can be redeemed.
Right.
I think. Yeah, I love that.
So that's the thing.
Because then
during that whole battle, it could be the commander and Will fighting against
Yes.
Baron Battle and War and Peace.
That's good as hell.
That's good as
Dude, that's good because then like when Will's dad the commander gets blasted and he's like he's dying.
Yeah.
That's when he says like to Will, I made a mistake.
Let's just talk through the structure quick.
Yeah.
We know what the beginning looks like. There's the flashback. They go to school,
Yep.
Whatever, powers. There's that moment where they go to the prison, right? Have that conversation and Baron Battle breaks out.
Yep.
And then the next day, there's that confrontation of, Layla, I love... And then Baron Bottles breaks through the school, right? And maybe he, really badly injures one of the teachers, right? Maybe it's a sidekick teacher. Like, really, really badly, like, he's in a bed for months and months type deal, right? Like, really hurts him. And then that's kind of the driving force of, like, these kids to go out and try to find this guy. And so then that's kind of where the water is a little muddy, right? Like, we don't have necessarily that stuff yet. Do they go on their own and then maybe they come back after a little bit and recruit the commander and Jetstream, I guess? We kind of lose her a little bit in this.
Well, I mean, her foot's gone.
Oh, shit.
Her foot's gone.
I forgot about that
fly.
part. Yeah, I forgot about that part of it, though. Gonna be honest, I pitched that and I forgot about it entirely.
Her foot's gone. She can still fly. What is... She just flies?
Yeah, that's all she got. I'm also thinking, by the way, Baron Battle kills the commander, and then we see Will go, no! And his eyes light up a bright red. Laser eyes. Third power.
That's sick as hell, dude.
Dope, dude? Isn't that
dude.
Dope, dude?
Dude.
Third power.
So
Laser
sick.
eyes.
That has to happen.
And it's like, oh, shit. This guy is like the greatest hero that's ever lived. Like the most powerful super being of all time. Yeah. And right now, because of how angry he is, I don't know if he's a hero or a villain.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's just where we are at this point in the movie. Eventually, he becomes just the hero again, right? But so, yeah.
Maybe he's so filled with anger. I know we're talking about the climax again. Yeah. But
it's the best part. It's the juiciest part.
Just fucking destroys War and Peace.
Yeah.
And he's like... He's got Battle Baron on his back, and he's like, his eyes are glowing, and he's just about to fucking burn his face off.
Yeah,
and then he doesn't. So then he's a little bit redeemed,
That's sick, dude. The climax is the best part of the movie, so who cares, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, the build up to that doesn't really matter. They go looking for him, they recruit the commander, yada yada yada. Eventually, they find him. Right? Like maybe they have to go to some kind of a weird place, like a bar, superhero bar, to try to find information as to where he might be. That's actually kind of fun. Like a really divey, gross like bar for bad superheroes. Like anti-heroes almost.
Yeah, yeah. Deadpool
there.
Deadpool,
and
Wolverine.
And Wolverine too.
Wolverine is there.
That's me partying. That's not in the movie. It's me partying about it.
What the fuck?
Dude. But that's sick though, because then you can have you can throw in a couple cameos, whatever. Like in the first one, the principal is played by Linda Carter, who played Wonder Woman in the original series. One. So you could have Michael Keaton or something in this bar, right?
Oh,
yeah, he could be like the bartender. He's like, yeah, I used to be a real hero, What's your power? Don't got none.
Oh.
It's very pointed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool because it's like, I don't need powers because I'm a freaking bat.
I didn't need any.
Yeah.
What's your name? And then before you can answer, he's like, I think someone's waiting for you out there. It's like,
and they look back, and then they look back at the bartender, and he's gone.
And all of a sudden, you just kind of hear, na 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 na. It's like, whoa.
Narnia?
No, that was his Batman theme.
Oh,
that was the Batman theme from. Well, a regular person would know that.
No, they wouldn't. It sounded like Narnia or some weird.
A regular person would know that that's the Batman theme from Batman, the Batman movies that he was in.
Really? I didn't know that because I'm not a normal person.
No,
I mean,
dude, you're crazy.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a journey to find the guy. Eventually, you do, and then there's a big climax, right?
Where is that at? It's gotta be at Sky High, right?
Mhm. I think so, right?
Yeah.
Sky High, and maybe like in the courtyard there in Sky High. So what's kind of the lead up to Warren?
Oh, something that we could add is like Sky High builds bigger.
Yes,
They
I
have
love
like
that.
they have like a bigger courtyard
Yes,
and
I
more
love that.
more additions to
Expansion for
Yeah,
sure.
that's sick.
But then it all leads to that big battle,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts where it's just like Warren Peace and Will are fighting each other, right? We have that big thing, and the CGI is awesome.
Yeah,
And
badass.
the Commander and Baron Buffett, God, it's a horrible name, are fighting, right? It's like this whole thing, bow, 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 and like it's this big battle, and the Commander can feel himself losing, and it becomes almost like a Obi-Wan type deal, right? Where he kind of gives like almost like a Hank Schrader.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Asak Schrader. Gives himself up, right? Like, there's no way this is going to end unless he takes me out, right? Like, there's no way unless he does what he needs to do to me, there's no way this is going to end.
Mm-hmm.
And so then that's the moment of like that big climax and kills him.
That's so good because I love the fact that the Commander's like his last ditch effort is like, man, I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong to you.
Yeah, and he gets down on a knee, right, or whatever, like, or maybe just stands up straight. He's on the ground. He stands up straight. And he's like, "Take your shot, man," like something like that. You know, that's like the most superhero thing that he could do, right? Is to give himself for the greater good of the world.
Because honestly, he doesn't look good in the flashbacks.
No, he looks awful.
He looks awful. So
he looks like a bad man.
Yeah. So
still, you don't want to see him die because he's
no,
a commander.
No,
you know?
but he has recognized his faults at this point, and he,
damn son,
dude.
And then
this is
a banger of a
this
sequel.
is a banger. This is sad.
It's sad. It's fine as fuck. And Baron Battle's going back to prison.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to prison, and
they have to like do like maybe at like end credit scene or something like that. It shows him like in like a specialized prison for just him,
deep in the ground.
Yeah,
deep in the sky,
in the ocean,
up in the sky.
Maybe this time he's in the ocean because
or the sky because it's
no, because he's in the ocean because of water. If he tries
fire,
water does fire.
Smart man.
Water does fire.
It's water, rocks, paper, scissors, and then so what happens with Layla?
Ooh,
we left that juicy ripe tomato.
Got it. Because both Warren Peace and they have a threesome.
What if Will kind of like leaves? What if like he's kind of seen what he's become or whatever, and he flies away? And it's like a mystery as to like.
And then we have Sky High 3.
We could, but let's just leave. It's okay, I think, if we set up a third one and never get to it. I don't care about that.
Yeah, so like obviously we're not gonna know who Layla chooses,
right?
But
Will just blasts off.
Yeah,
like he flies away, and Warren's like, he talks to Layla finally. He's like, "I'm sorry about all of this. Right? The only reason that so much of this happened was because I definitely liked you, and I wasn't sure what that." And then she interrupts him with a kiss.
That's so confusing.
Yes, I know. And then it's like,
I feel like a little schoolboy.
I know. Stop, dude. This is a PG-13 movie, not our X-rated movie. Sorry. And then Layla goes home or whatever, right? And it just kind of leaves Warren there. And maybe like when we see where Warren's dad is being kept is because Warren is going to visit him in the ocean, right? And maybe that's like the last scene of the movie. And he's like, "You could have done better, Dad. I don't need you. I've got my friends." You know? Because he's still in town. He's like, "I don't care. I miss Will a lot. I'm going to find him." Maybe that's the next adventure. They have to find Will, right? him and all of his ragtag team of sidekick friends, right?
Dude,
We're setting up a third
we're
one.
setting up a third one. I don't give a shit.
Me either. It's badass.
Yeah, dude.
And he's like, I gotta go find him, and he's like, I hope you do. And you don't really know what that means, right? It's like, do you hope that I do because you're gonna follow me there and kill us all, or do you actually hope that I do because you're my dad and you care about me? It's like, whoa.
Or are you being a bitch?
Yeah, and then Warren gets on an elevator and it zooms out and it's at the bottom of like the Marianas Trench or something like that,
dude.
deep in the ocean, and he rides.
And we
all
have
the way to the top.
CGI in this one.
Yeah, CGI, so it would work. So it would work. It wouldn't be bad. Now I've been sitting on this one. I'm gonna pitch it to you right now.
Oh.
Fades to black from there, right? This is so stupid. It fades in on a cold winter backdrop. Ice. Mountains of ice sticking up out of the ground. And we see... And it's Will. Bow! And he lands on the ice. He's like... And then he hits the ground as hard as he can, like 4 or 5 times. And a giant structure of ice forms out of the ice in the Antarctic. And he goes... I guess this is going to be my home now. Me, Clark Kent, is what I'm going to rename myself.
Yo.
He's got the colors for it, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, he's got the powers for it. He might as well be Superman, bro. And
Does Disney have...
No.
So
For sure not.
They don't have the rights to it. But, you know what? That's a end credit scene that they can put in. Or
take it or leave it.
Okay.
Who plays old War and Peace's dad is Nicolas Cage, right?
Oh, okay.
Is it kind of tan Nicolas Cage? Because War and Peace kind of do be not really looking like a white guy. What if old War and Peace's dad is Taylor Lautner?
Yeah.
Like now. Is that too... Maybe
He's
young,
not old enough.
Young Taylor... Like, the young War and Peace's dad is Taylor Lautner in the flashbacks.
Yep. And then...
Have to be someone that's kind of like Taylor Lautner. We'll just age him up with some makeup.
Okay. I was going to say, what if it was Jason Momoa? I'd kill myself.
Let's do that. No, let's do that for the girlies. That's a good one.
Okay.
Full beard and hair
Jason,
and shit.
Yeah, Jason Momoa, super old.
Agreed.
Okay, sick.
That's good. Because he's also ripped as hell.
Yeah,
and,
I actually won't kill myself.
That's good. That's good casting.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa as the dad of
And
War and
Wyatt
Peace.
Russell as younger commander. Sick.
What's the name of this? Sky High 2. What are we naming this?
Do we want to put this 2 in it? Or
We could. I mean, we could.
Sky High 2. So, do we mention something
Sky
about
High,
like...
Sky High 2. Fire in the sky. Sky High 2.
There's a lot of fire in this.
So much fire. It's about fire.
I was going to say, do we mention anything about senior year?
Mm-hmm. Senior year, like High School Musical 3. Senior year. That's what it's called.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
What if it's Sky High 2 Prometheus? Or like Sky High 2 Pyromania or something like Pyromance.
No.
But that's what it's about, fire and love.
You want to call it Sky High 2 Pyromance.
The look he gave me was not very nice. Fire, something with fire. Flame.
Pyro cream. Just kidding. Let's go into a different path.
Okay. Drop Pyro.
Yeah.
Sky High 2. Commander's Last Stand. Sky High 2.
Commander dies in the end. We got it.
Sky High 2, the final bell. But it's not really because
because
the third one.
That's a good one for the third one.
Sky High 2, second period.
Sky High 2, summer's over. Stupid.
Sky High 2, summer's heating up.
Commander.
Sins of our fathers. Sky High 2, the sins of our fathers.
That's intense for a kid's
It's PG-13.
Yeah.
What if it's Sky High 2, War of Fire?
Sky High 2, Firestorm.
Honestly, I like it because it takes place in the sky.
Yeah.
Firestorm.
And maybe
very sky related. And during the battle, we can do like shots from the ground of like what would look like lightning, but it's fire.
And maybe like, Battle Baron Battle.
God, I hate that.
I hate that name too. He's like, get ready for my firestorm, and then he does like a special move.
Yeah.
And maybe that comes back in the climax too.
Maybe like it's in when the commander visits him in prison and he's like, "Get ready, Commander, because soon you will feel a storm of fire." Or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, what are you talking about?
That's the name of the movie.
Dude, Sky High 2 Firestorm is bad.
Dude, that rocks.
Come on.
Let's go. What would you rate this bitch?
Shit. What did I give the first one? 76?
I gave it 74.
I don't know. I love this.
I did too, dude. The romance drama.
Flat 80 for me, I think.
I'm thinking 82.
Dang.
Yeah, dude.
That much improvement. Always the optimist.
Yeah.
That's funny because it's funny. It's a good callback. Shit, we did it, guys. Sky High 2 Firestorm.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know if you want Disney to make a third one. Because we're not. The Disney has to take control of that.
Oh, then it's going to suck then.
Well, maybe it will. Maybe a year from now we'll revisit and we'll do Sky High 3. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But also leave comments about what movies you think we should watch and what you love about movies.
Hey Ben, what movie are we gonna do next?
I think it's Jumper, isn't it? What movie are we gonna do next? So again, at the end of every podcast each week, we like to give you guys the name of the movie that we're going to be covering next, so that you can watch along with us and be in on the conversation as we have it. So the next movie we will be watching since so I don't stutter all over that, is
Face Off.
Any final comments you'd like to impart on these people?
No.
Check out Sky High Firestorm in theaters.
We wish.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. We wouldn't do that, actually.
Actually, just kidding. I do wish, but I also don't, because I just came up with it in my mind. And what's the better movie theater than your own mind? Why did you do that? It's my hoodie.
Bye.
See you guys later.